I'm unique. And we are back, finally. After so many delays to this stream for the Archon Quest, hopefully we will end on a reasonable time. Especially since I don't plan on getting distracted. But we will see. We will see. Pop out chat. And do this. Oh, this bright screen gets me every time. I need to adjust something with my camera frame. We need to do this a little. No. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button on my camera frame. Is it control? There, I think it should be a little bit better now. Yeah. Alrighty. Let us clear out this. Welcome home, cheater. Y'all, there's so much junk everywhere, isn't there? Okay, I know there's a bunch of stuff I should accept and do and just everything. Trust me, I know. I will worry about that all later. What matters to me right now is ignoring everything else and just focusing on the Archon Quest. We are still on the search for this freaking ginger twink who is, somewhere, probably whale hunting, for all we know. And, we are supposedly, sharing information with Lyney and Lynette about where to find Childe. This should be the start of Act 4. The open day has finally arrived. This undoubtedly is a good chance to find some information. You and Paimon plan to act and search for clues in the fortress of Respite. It's all in the bottom floor. Okay, let's try here first, and then we'll see what happens. Wow! I just want to see Wriothesley. But no, they won't let him see. Hello? Oh, hi.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
Let's definitely listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Y'all are
Hey,
so sussy.
Don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that.
Y'all are really, really sussy.
Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
I guess.
You
I
hear
don't
that,
like them.
Quisto? What nice.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
Of course we're that famous.
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, of course, that's what I do best.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
Or what now?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Fill us in.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove
You know,
you're
maybe
worthy of
you'll
it.
tell us something very
I don't
convenient. Oh,
mind
thank you
him.
for the follow.
Quisto's
I just
always
realized
this
somebody
way.
followed
Just play
way a
nice,
while ago
say
and I just
something to
missed it.
massage his ego.
Because my sound
The
alerts are
welfare
still
meals, talk about the
broken.
welfare meals.
Ba, 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 ba. We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Yeah.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Did Laverne just wink? He's saying don't be upset, he's a good fellow, huh?
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them.
Oh, it's like the
You've already
underground
met
in
the one person here you
Bellabog.
should never cross, the Duke, Wriothesley. He knows
Oh, I
more
have
than
no
you think.
problem. I'll make Wriothesley
And if
very
he
angry
doesn't
at
care
me. Don't
about
you worry about
something,
that.
then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks.
Oh, I
even better treatment
want
in
all the perks. Don't you
infirmary.
worry about that. I want that
I know who you
all.
mean. It's that Jurier character, right?
Oh my god.
I don't think there's anything useful about him at all.
Wait,
Why does he
Jerry.
visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just
Maybe he's
faking it
friends with
to
that
get out of work.
Melusine.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute?
Maybe he knows a
before
little bit
came
something
here.
about the
There's
Melusine.
no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Inmate. According to Quickening, a person named Judy frequents the infirmary.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow. I
Oh
never
my
imagined he was
God.
that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it.
How many people are going to the sick day?
Every couple of days too.
Wilson, hello, welcome to stream. We are Genshining
Wait
this
a second.
evening. I
You
hope
don't
you're
think-
enjoying
Do you
14.
think
Have you been
could it
enjoying
be that
14?
they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
Oh,
But it's really hard to imagine.
I didn't think of it that way.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Maybe they just like fighting with each other to put on a front. Maybe they actually do something at that infirmary. Oh, I've been doing so many side content in 14. There's still a lot of side content for 14 I want to finish before 6.5. I will try to finish it. But yeah, I really want to finish stuff, but I've been so packed this week because there's a Genshin patch this week and then there's a patch next week. Ugh.
Is it really all right for us to talk about people
Octopath
behind
looks so
their backs
good.
like this?
I'm glad you're enjoying
That's
it.
just how it goes. Good gossip is still gossip.
Yeah.
My gosh. Get me out of here. These two gossipers. Get me away from these two. You should check out 13 Sentinels because I'm streaming that also as another project I'm working on for the streams when I'm not playing Genshin in 14.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Hello? What happening?
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special
Look at
or
these
something?
guys.
If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to
Oh
life
yeah,
on
I
the
did play
surface ain't any
Xenoblade
better.
3.
Once
It was
a criminal,
amazing.
always a criminal.
It is
Or mud for
amazing.
life.
Very, very good.
I don't buy that.
Hey,
Andres,
how
hello,
cool would it
welcome
be
to
if the whole
Strip
world was
Stram.
destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk
Shut
like
your
that.
sewer hole.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you
Oh
ask
my
me.
god, these guys are
Who wants to live in the
delulu.
ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so
Oh my
confident.
god.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only
It's
something that
Bellabog
inmates down here say?
terminology. It's normal for convicts to be
That's true.
unhappy. I just noticed that pretty much all the discords I'm in, usually there's people in there popping, but no, they're all dead quiet tonight. And I don't feel bad though, because that means more time for me to stream. So what we learned from here was that the terminology with the underground and overground. I recommend starting from Xenoblade 1 and doing the DLC for each game. They all have their ups and downs. Xenoblade has its ups and downs, but they're all good. They're not like flat out bad at all. And also they all have an easy mode that makes it very accessible if you struggle with the combat like I did. Xenoblade is very good. Xenogears, if you can get your hands on it, I heard it's really good. I really want to play Xenogears on stream, but I'm waiting for a remaster or something or anything at this point. And I really, really want to play Xenosaga. I've decided I'm going to make time for Xenosaga at some point coming up here because I really, really want to stream Xenosaga. But I enjoyed Xenoblade 1 and 2 so much. They both mean so much to me. I mean, not 2. Xenoblade 1... the whole series means so much. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition. It has a free DLC epilogue story, and then Xenoblade 2, and that one has a DLC story that is literally Xenoblade 2's DLC is some of the best DLC I've ever seen in a video game ever for a story DLC campaign. It is really, 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 really good. And Xenoblade 3. Its base game story is really good. Like the whole series, it is so good. It's all such a treat to have on the Switch. Really, like it is amazing, and it's crazy to think that Xenoblade 1 was made in 2011 for the Wii.
Over there.
Like it is such a great series. Oh, I'm losing bit rate. Sorry about that. What do you want?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Oh, no. You got me messed up. I'm not playing that. No, we're not playing that on stream. Got me messed up. We are not playing this on
Hey,
stream.
come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks. We're busy with other things at the moment.
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
One moment. I'm replying to something. Okay. Would you mind chatting with us a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Xenoblade, it is very beginner friendly. There is an easy mode. There is an easy mode. I would say Xenoblade 1 is beginner friendly. I would think so. What the heck were we talking about? Oh, yes.
And did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Yeah, we've heard those guys.
Yeah, so you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands.
Oh, that's what you were asking. Yeah,
I heard that there
Xenoblade
used to be
builds
a
you
chef
up.
and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know, how
It
bartenders
will
are,
build you up.
always chatting with customers.
Like, it'll
And
start
chefs
off.
love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
You'll work your way up. Like, it does a really good job building
Do you
you
have
up to
anything else to tell
a really in-depth system.
think.
But like the beginning
Sounds
is
like
like
you want to hear something a little more
it'll
tantalizing.
you will be built up to like to
Oh,
understand the
Did you know
combat.
that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing
Oh my
some crime.
god!
Who
Excuse
knows how
me.
he ended up rising up to become the warden, though.
So he also did a Wriothesley did a crime here at some point.
To go from an
Wow.
ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
I really wanted to read more of his backstory because how did he end up in jail here? So tell me about this Forbidden Zone.
Forbidden Zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries
Yeah,
if you've
just
never
a
heard of it.
rumor.
Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Lyney. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
See you later. Hey, let's play a game if you ever have time.
I would recommend them the same way I would recommend Kingdom Hearts, which is to start the series in chronological or in release order. So I recommend getting Xenoblade 1. It is good on its own. If you want to hold off on getting the sequels, it is definitely good on its own. And yeah, one thing that really will help you, Wilson, is that you play Final Fantasy XIV, because I guarantee you, Xenoblade 1 has sort of a hotbar system. And knowing what aggro is, and knowing how to manage aggro, like, since you play Final Fantasy XIV, I think it'll help you, actually, with Xenoblade 1. It'll help you understand some terminology. And you do fight with a hotbar in Xenoblade 1. It's really hard to explain, but because I played Final Fantasy XIV first, I was like, okay, this is just a hotbar. I think they did a very, very good job with the tutorial in Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade 2, I'm gonna be honest, did awful. It did absolutely awful with its tutorials, but luckily I played Xenoblade 1, and also I played on easy mode, so I could ignore a lot of the mechanics. And that's how Xenoblade 2, I really like the music. I really like the I'm okay with the story, but literally the combat, I cringed a lot at the Xenoblade 2 combat, but I could ignore a lot of the really, really rough mechanics just by playing on easy mode and just doing what I care about, which is the main story. You know, it reminds me of Genshin, because I also do the bare minimum when it comes to anything in this game except for the story content. So we're gonna tell Lyney about what we found out. I still recommend playing 13 Sentinels also. It's a really fun game. I've been enjoying it so much so far and I'm excited to stream more, but Genshin patch dropped this week and we have 6.5 next week.
Huh?
Hi, Lyney. What, are you surprised to see your favorite here?
That look in your eyes. You found something?
Of course.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh,
Oh
as
ho.
expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Of course, Ether always has your full and undivided attention. You summarize your findings to Lyney.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Childe probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
You don't even have a vision.
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Childe's exact whereabouts.
Also, Wilson, if you have any more
Father told me
JRPG
that
questions,
even
we
though
have a
Master
very
Childe
good
said he was just
video
coming to
games
Fontaine
channel
for a
in the
vacation,
community Discord.
He actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
In case you think of something later. The most important thing now is to catch up with him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to
Yeah,
chase after him.
Freminet.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Freminet would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Yeah, Wilson. It's all good. It's all good. Like, in case you want to hear more opinions besides me, because I know there'll be other people in there who are JRPG enjoyers. We're counting on you, Lyney.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eyes.
We haven't ran into him this entire time, which is probably why I've been bored for half of this quest.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
We
Now,
got
let
this.
me think. To find out more information, Freminet will have to retrace Master Childe's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest.
6 days.
That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
How do you know?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
You want me
We'll be
to
able to pick
twiddle
up
my
Freminet
thumbs
while we're
here
at it,
for
too.
9 days?
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Freminet's report on Master Childe's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Freminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Freminet prepare for his diving mission. So,
What do you want
you
us to
are
do?
the only ones we can count on.
What?
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
You want
You've
me to
mentioned
mess with the
several sketchy-looking
Melusine?
people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Did you only say that because I'm an amateur, Lyney?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit. I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Be safe. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you slowly begin approaching the infirmary. We are injured. We're so injured. Help us. Oh, I like this music. I love this
Hey,
music. This is
stay
probably my
here for
favorite
now.
Fontaine
Paimon will
music.
take a peek.
This is really, really good music. It reminds me
There
of Phoenix
seem to be
Wright,
several people inside.
especially the accordion part. Let's eavesdrop on them. You and Paimon hide in a corner and try to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation. What are they planning?
Oh,
Time.
it's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's
Why?
go as soon as you're ready.
You know, they probably wouldn't hide anything from us, right? You nod and take a little deep, long breath. Oh wait, we're gonna eat drink the foul-smelling potion? Ugh. Oh no, I can't believe we're doing this to fake being sick. After giving it a good whiff, you hand the potion back to Paimon. Ugh. I wish they could have animated that.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that thing must have smelled awful.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one?
Little
There's no
one.
need to
Aw,
panic.
it's because the Melusine
Deep
can be
breath
really
before you
old.
begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, Paimon's getting
Freezing
better at
limbs,
lying.
twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
My stomach really hurts. Oh, I get.
Don't
Are we?
worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
We're gonna hold on to her tiny little shoulder. We're gonna crush her.
You can do it, traveler.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
She's so adorable. I didn't check to see her vision. I think she's Hydro. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now.
You're faking it.
My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger.
No.
That's our worst
Mortal
fear out of the way.
danger.
Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep
Oh, she's
breath.
gonna suss us out so bad. Said palpate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy. Your expression's
Don't
growing
sense
weird.
serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
So she uses elemental energy to treat people.
And
That's kind of
here?
interesting. Did that hurt actually?
But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a
Well,
problem here.
we're messing.
How
We are messing with
strange.
her at this point. We're gaslighting her. Yeah, it's too over the top.
What about here? Does this hurt?
Not really.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
You're faking it.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's
Oh,
all.
okay.
Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more
Yeah,
serious.
nothing bad.
And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as
Make
possible.
no more bad food.
Congratulations. The health risk is incredibly low.
Congrats,
so you
you're not
should
gonna
recover within
die.
a couple days.
Oh.
Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Lorvine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
Wait, we heard about her, Lorvine.
She hopped away just like that.
She was supposed to be like. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sigewinne just called that woman Louvrine. She has to be one of those frequent visitors to
Hello. So how are
infirmary.
you feeling now?
We're good. Well, actually, no, fine, we're not good. This guy also seems to notice. He's looking my
His
direction too.
stomachache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sigewinne says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
Sigewinne. Look, I call her
She's the best medic
Sigewinne.
we've got down here.
Medic!
But it also looks like she's the only
Only
you've
medic.
got down here.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they
I
still
commit
know a thing or
crimes
two
all the
about medicine,
time.
and they help Miss Sigewinne take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sigewinne prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her... you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sigewinne's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now, please. Keep it civil at least.
They also seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came to pick up their meds at the same time. What are those books? But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside this room. All the files in the table appear to be patient records, and there's a box. There's a panel. Oh, I thought we were gonna look at the panel. Yeah, see, there's a removable hatch.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this.
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that.
I like his
Who the
voice.
heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. Isn't it strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place.
Noisy.
See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
Yeah.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
Or maybe you like him.
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
Yeah.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sigewinne should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Can you tell me more about that door?
No. It's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Sure.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sigewinne.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
You take the stomach ache pill that Sigewinne gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Why is she taking pills?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours.
I mean, to be
make
fair,
sure
we
to go to
couldn't
bed
hear
early
them
after
much when we
taking them
walked into
tonight.
the room.
You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks, I guess.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Sure.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
Yeah, we just want to know about this panel. No, never.
Alright
No,
then.
fine.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his space
She's
constitution
so
is quite
adorable.
Good, so
I
I'm
just.
sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine.
I still
Please
can't
make
believe
sure
I
to
thought
stick to
they were
bland or
little
less
mice
stimulating
people.
foods. And
Little
don't stay
mice
up too
people.
late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the traveler to that for sure.
Sigewinne is still looking at me. I should try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. You can, however, still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with
We've
Sigewinne.
been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong. So you're the best of companions.
Aww.
Don't worry.
Look at
he'll
those
recover
two.
soon.
Companion that brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself
you're
relax
right.
and go to deep sleep.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
We're good.
Now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods.
Well, what about fiber?
Thank you, Miss
Fiber's good. Return to the dorms.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
I wonder if we're all just using that as an excuse to come down here. I'm still thinking about where is that panel? Is it back here? Oh, I really want to mess with this thing, but it won't let me. Man. Y'all, and I realize we have to go back to the freaking dormitories. Ugh. Why is there no teleporter? I don't even know if this is a better way of getting back to the dormitories. I'm gonna pretend it is, but yeah, I hate... This is worse than going back to the Waking Sands. Pray return to the dormitories. I forgot we even activated a teleporter. Wait, are you saying we could have used this teleporter for the dormitories? Are you kidding me? I could have used that teleporter for the dormitories. Okay, well now I know. And it's right next to our dormitories, actually. Get me out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, and our dormitories are already over here. We're the sewer rats. Or sewer slugs, I guess.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Did we sleep talk?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now!
The Adeptus
Paimon talked with
Temptation.
Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
I don't think so. I think that door might be the forbidden zone, actually. Movable patch on the ground. As well as the question Sigewinne asked Lurine. And is there really anything? Are they really talking about their meds? Was Lurine and Jier's argument genuine, or are they just putting on a show? I need to see something. One moment. God, I keep getting distracted. Okay. Alright, Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Lyney.
Y'all, I'm trying also to really get Genshin Impact content out there because, literally, there might be a strike coming up soon, and I will not be streaming Genshin during the strike at all. So, he managed to slip to a busy Lynette as she passes by. Her disguise is impeccable. Wait, what's her disguise? I want to see what her disguise is. They're not going to show the disguise? That's disappointing. I hate that they just fast-tracked this part. I don't like that they did a montage of this.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Lyney.
Y'all, it took 40 minutes, but we finally finished the first section. The Truth, Shrouded, and Shadow. Go to the production zone to search for Lyney. Hello, Lyney. Oh. What's up?
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Just a
No,
little.
we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've
Of
taken a
course
look at the
not.
slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after
Oh my
faking
gosh,
an illness.
everybody's getting stomach
Wait, why is
aches.
she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough.
What could be behind
Infiltrating
that
a guarded
panel?
stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
Aw, the
So that's what Lynette
twins.
thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
I guess I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Yup,
You've mentioned
always.
before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
For now.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Are we really gonna be friends, Ari?
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Freminet and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now,
Glad
I
to hear it.
guess. I
Then,
guess.
let's go check on Lynette before Freminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary
Half
right
an
before
hour.
lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
So we should sneak over then?
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
But of
Then
course.
let's head over right
Assuming that Lynette is actually a human, by the way, because it's very likely that, I still really think that Lynette's a robot. I don't think she's human at all. I somehow, like, I think she's some kind of robot girl or something. Oh, I did it. Did I finish my dailies? What did I get? Hello? Oh, I did my dailies. Yeah, y'all, I did my dailies. Oh my god, I used to have to go to Catherine to claim the final reward every time.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
Lynette?
Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left? Did she already go into the panel?
Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her.
Okay.
Maybe we're gonna look. I'm gonna look straight at the panel.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Lyney leans down to get close to the hatch and starts tapping at different
The space behind
points.
it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere.
A
Could Lynette have
switch?
tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
We need to bust that door
Let's look
open.
around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Look on Lenny's face. He's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably is always worried about his sister. Man. Okay, I guess I should be worried too, huh? I'm like, wow, she's a robot. She'll be fine.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally
Wait, does
speaking,
she...
the head
Lynette
nurse
has
would
a
then ask her
migraine?
to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
Oh, that stinks. I hate like, I've never gotten a migraine flare-up before, but honestly, it sounds awful.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
What? Did she take Lynette somewhere? No. No, Sigewinne would not do that, would she? Why are these books in a
There are some
disarray?
books here and a few files. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and
Well, it
the
seems like
meaning
she
of
really
laughter.
cares for her
These
patients.
sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
Oh, she's a
Is it because she's a
Melusine.
Melusine? Or does
Yeah.
she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Where is Lynette?
You guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Does this person know Lyney's tricks?
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
Back. This is...
Show me! Now!
He's so stressed.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Who wrote that note?
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary
Wait,
unguarded
this
to
is
use it as
Wriothesley?
bait?
Wait, Wriothesley knew?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act now instead of before?
Yes, that is a crucial question.
What is he
Wriothesley.
doing?
He doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
He did when it
You are
came to
not from
Lyney
the
and
same
Lynette,
camp as us.
though.
You were sent down here by Neuvillette, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
So why did he go after you?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
Oh, so if you did Lyney's story quest, this line here, this is not like what happened last time. It really hits hard. Man.
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
What? He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. Ugh. We never should have sent out Freminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Well, what do we do?
Don't be like this, Lyney. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
I can't believe how did Wriothesley get aware of all of this?
I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
What about the door, though? I really want to open that thing. Sigewinne was here the entire time. She's smirking.
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
What?
It's not impossible.
Oh,
but it
she's
will require
Hydro, by
extensive
the
testing.
way.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
Oh, we're hearing some of the lines.
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Oh, so Sigewinne knew because of... So that's how Wriothesley probably knew. It was because of Sigewinne. Someone's probably eavesdropping.
He's sick!
Oh, Sigewinne knew everything.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected.
Wow, she knew a lot more than we
They are
thought.
sharp. What a delightful turn of events.
Bruh.
I like smart people, but I
Oh
also
my
like them dumb.
god.
I
This
like
nurse
the
has a
feeling of
second
being
side to her. That smile is so much creepier now that I look at
What's
it.
wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
What medicine
Being
could she
able
have
to read
given
human
us?
expressions is quite the useful skill.
So she was the one who told Wriothesley about all of this.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Can I go back and see her here, or is she hidden? Bruh, I'm screaming. I can't believe Sigewinne was the one who freaking bamboozled us. Like, dang. She knew we were trying to scam her, but I guess since she's so good at reading human emotions and reading people, she didn't fall for it at all. Like, I'm in shock. My jaw is dropped.
He's already out of sight. How is he so
She has a
fast?
second
Let's
side
hurry
to
him
her
off at
that's so
Wriothesley's office.
scary. Like, I thought that smile was so adorable, but now I'm terrified. And now Wriothesley's gonna be hating us. Hello, Mr. Warden. Hey, I know a perfect way to negotiate this. I know a way that I think will work out for the both of us. Just saying.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Huh. He looks
Aren't
so
we at an
arrogant.
Administrative office space. Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such
Bruh, I'm
illness.
not buying any of this. You know that we know that we know that you know that we know.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll
She
appear behind
does.
you right now if you were to turn your head.
Bruh, this is a different Wriothesley that we saw from earlier.
Into turning my head. No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is
Yeah,
probably
Lynette's still alive, but where is
You knew
she?
we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately
Lenny's
aroused
really
the Traveler's
smart, though.
suspicions
He's
and baited
smart,
us into
but I think
continuing our
Wriothesley's just
investigation,
smarter.
just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Freminet, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape. You let him go so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was
Personal,
quite easy to
huh?
identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Freminet is
He's
not.
such a
He's
different
not.
person now. It's kind of scary,
What
actually.
do you really want?
Lenny.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Did you really think we helped you catch them? I guess we unintentionally did. So tell us, where are Lynette and Freminet?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Is she really?
Although, as per your
I don't like the
original
way he's
plan,
saying that.
Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
He's stuck in the ocean.
You can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world.
You did
That's all.
lock him out. Oh my.
He's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
For 3 days?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Lyney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to
I don't know if I don't know.
Besides,
I'm
I
so
do recall
confused
you
because I'm
mentioning to
such a
Miss Lynette that
huge...
you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a
I don't even-
professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
He's so different from the guy we talked to in the previous quest. Even his expression is different. Like, I guess this is the warden.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
Well, tell us
Mr.
more
Lyney.
about it.
The cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
My gosh,
You
he's...
need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior. And
You want
ideally invite her
Arlecchino
over
to
for a
come
cup of
down
tea
here.
with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
The
I've
way
heard that
he
the
words
bonds
stuff
between the
is
members
so
of the House of the Hearth are like the
freaky.
bonds of
He's
family.
so patronizing.
I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the fortress of
The way they're
Meripede?
both just standing at each
This
other
place
like
is basically
with
a
this.
no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here.
What is he calling tea? Is he
That's such a
is it
shame.
actually tea? Actually, no.
After
I
all,
remember
I've
the
amassed
trailer. He
quite the
does
tea
like
collection.
tea, but
I was looking forward to sharing it with her.
tea has such a
Both
double
Monsieur
meaning here.
Neuvillette and Lady Freminet have already received many samples as gifts.
Was
Yeah, we
this
get
the
it, you're
extent of
British.
Your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
We'll bust her out on our own, bucko. Look, I tried flirting with you multiple times now. And if it doesn't work, then guess
Instead
what?
of
We're just gonna have to do this the
asking why
old-fashioned
I'm doing
way.
this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6.
Oh my, he's
5,
counting down?
Wait,
oh my. No,
2,
we ain't buying anything.
1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr.
No, we will find a way out of this.
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Nah, we're gonna find a way through here. Nah, no more talking. I wanna post up. We do this the unique way, which is just fight and win.
Listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lyney, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Hey, I'm not gonna let them die.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home
Oh
turf
God,
by
we
now,
have a
so why don't
trial.
you tell me a thing or two about what you found.
I'll
ask you 3
Daniel,
questions.
welcome to Stream.
Answer all of them
Welcome to
correctly,
stream.
and I'll agree to
Oh
your
God, we
request.
gotta use our brain.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Oh God, we gotta use our brain. Isn't it fake? Wasn't this part of the fake evidence? Like, if you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. But the real truth was that this was part of the rumors of those guys who followed Tartaglia, right?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half
No,
hour.
it's not that. I can't believe this is a trial to save Lyney and to save Lynette and Freminet.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't
No, that's not the
We
truth.
often see Miss Sigewinne.
That's also not the truth. What is this?
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial up.
No,
The
it's
research
this.
notes said that the Melis.
No, it's not. What is it?
According to
This one?
Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because.
Wait. Oh God. Wait. I thought it was supposed to be because of those guys. God.
I've been told that the infirmary is always. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real. We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the. Fonta's internal
Also, hearing
report
Ether
suggests
talk
that
is
they're
really
starting a new
great.
trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
I wonder if it's the fourth option
The
actually.
research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament.
I think it's the fourth one.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
I think they made
Product
mystery
has to
meat.
undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations.
We are being made into lab rats because they're giving us mystery meat. It's this one. Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear? Wait, what? We need to present more evidence? I thought we only needed one. Bruh.
The Fonta promoter has been struck.
Okay, it's this.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes.
Yeah, so the Fonta guy is struggling.
I've been told that the infirmary is.
We don't care about that. I think it's all the Fonta
According to
options.
Collins, the
We'll do this too. I'm wrong! Bruh. What do you mean I'm wrong? Who will see it if you keep working continuously? What?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the The Fonta promoter has been struggling because we often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone.
Oh wait, she's observing the prisoners near the production zone. Is she poisoning them? Or is she watching to see who should get?
According to Collins,
What do you mean it's not any of the Fonta ones? I see. My line of thinking was, is the food that they were making that mystery meat that we were getting served? That's what was my line of thinking was. Is Sigewinne poisoning us?
The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, Fonta's internal reports suggest that there's...
Yeah, that they're trying new products. So...
The Fonta promoter has been struggling. I've been told that the infirmary is
always empty. What is happening? Oh, I'm wrong again. It's fine. So it's these three?
I've been told that the infirmary
is always empty, yeah, and then Sigewinne's always observing
Fonta's
them.
Internal reports suggest that there's starting.
Yeah, so it is one of the Fonta ones, by the way. Wait, it's not? My gosh.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling. The research notes said that the...
Are we being served Melusine food? We're being served Melusine food.
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now.
We're being served slug food.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row.
I hate these Paimon glasses.
And if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
See, I was right. I was sort of right, though, because I was thinking, like, are they feeding us mystery meat on purpose? And they are, because it's not because of the freaking Fonta people trying to get their food a test trial. It's because we're being fed Melusine food.
At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared.
Do slugs even eat meat? I thought slugs didn't eat meat.
Prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
What? This is the most bullshit line of thinking ever. No, this is absolutely... Who would think this? Who? I still think the freaking us getting poisoned by Fonta food sounds like a better idea. I don't like this. This is a Danganronpa moment where you just have a dumb evidence presentation.
Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us.
I still think it would have been more cool that she was actually intentionally poisoning us.
The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad.
Yeah, it only took me like 3 tries.
Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
I still think that she is intentionally poisoning us.
Now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Girl, I don't know at this point. I thought all of these were have to do with Childe's freaking lackeys. But instead we get a weird... It's Fonta! It's supposed to be the new formula for Fonta. This is it, isn't it?
I've been told that the infirmary is... Fonta's internal reports...
Oh my god, I thought it was blood, like as a warning, and it was Childe's lackeys pranking us? No, it's Fonta. Okay.
I've been told that the infirmary is... Fonta's internal reports...
So this...
We often see the Fonta promoter has been struggling.
This.
The
And
research notes said that
this.
according to Collins,
What? What do you mean one of them's... Oh, I must have selected the wrong thing.
I've been told that the infirmary.
No,
We often
this.
see
No,
the
this.
research notes said that
Wait, it's one of the Melusine options?
according to Collins, the Pancration tournament.
Yeah, the Fonta company sponsored it, but what about the others thing?
I've been told that the infirmary is. We often see the Fonta promoter has been.
Yeah, is it not this? Yeah, it's all the it's all the Fonta options. Hello, Lily. I don't know why I didn't pick all the Fonta options the first time. Some of these evidence presentation buttons are really jank. I promise it was literally all the Fonta choices.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That
Yeah,
hidden
this
rule
part
of
actually makes
Pancration
sense.
is about how people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time, and if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange
It was their
blood-colored
new
liquid.
formula, bruh. Wait, Wriothesley likes Fonta? I thought he was supposed to be a tea person.
People get scared when they see
By the
it
way, we
because
don't
they've
talk about
subconsciously begun to
voice
associate
lines
it
that
with
are
the
not
missing
officially in the
boxer.
game yet, so if Wriothesley does have a voice line about Fonta, I would like to not know about it.
But really,
Please.
it's just a bottle of the latest yet to be named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were
I would
questioning
not
the
want to
company's
drink that.
decision-making.
I like strawberry Fonta though.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff,
I feel like
decided
Neuvillette
to
would
try to
would like
trial the
Fonta.
product on a smaller scale. to
Because
see how
doesn't
it might be
Neuvillette
received
have a
by
voice line
customers.
about wanting to try water?
They came to the Fortress of Meropide.
Or maybe he's
and
not a soda
offered
person.
To sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
He
The
thought it
Duke,
was dumb.
knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being
We
dumb
love
enough
a
to bet on two
capitalistic
opposing
prison.
sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the
Y'all,
effort you've put into bringing the
I
truth
think
of
the
this
best part of
mystery
this
to light.
cutscene is that I can just stare at Wriothesley.
Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
She knows we're faking it, but I don't think the Traveler's aware of that yet. But we know that she's playing dumb on purpose. She's like, oh, I've been getting a lot of visitors lately. I sure wonder why.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette
Are you
and
gonna try
Freminet
to-
never even crossed your mind!
Is he gonna fight him?
You'll pay for this!
Oh, he doesn't even look worried at all.
Ah!
Huh? Right, y'all, look at this portrait. Oh my god, look how confident he looks in this shot. It makes me so angry. Like, as you know, as much of a fan I am at looking at Wriothesley, and he has a really good expression. I'm actually gonna steal this and make this my Discord profile picture over my Discord server. I'm gonna go. By the way, we do have a community Discord server. I'm gonna steal that and make that my profile picture because I really like looking at Wriothesley. So I wonder who shot him though, and what did they shoot him with? Reality, can I help you? Get out of here.
Lyney, are you alright?
What did they shoot him with?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
Wait, Sigewinne shot him? What? I wish I could hide the UI.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
What is she? Look at her. She's just holding the gun.
Sigewinne?
But yeah, it's times like these I wish I could turn off the UI.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Gosh, I can't believe it. Like, there's just this... Like, Wriothesley and Sigewinne are just both completely different people from Act 3. Like, they both seem like cool and chill and, you know, friendly. And then Act 4 happens.
Sigewinne, you...
So what did you shoot him with?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur
A chill
Neuvillette asked
pill?
me to come here,
No, this
he
thing is
told me
worse
that
than a
my
chill
job would
pill.
be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lyney someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're so close to Neuvillette, then why didn't you learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Neuvillette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
Oh, she's so adorable, but also so moral. Well, I don't know about morally gray. She just thinks she's doing the right thing.
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
For
Well,
what?
it's nearly time after all. The way
Wait,
you
nearly
do things
time
can be
for
truly
what?
frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should
We heard
try to
her
talk
in
some
the
sense
nurse's
into you.
office too say that it's nearly time, but what is it? What's about to happen?
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me
He
one more
does
minute?
not care,
Don't be like that,
bruh.
Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
Who?
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you
Who's
doing?
coming down here?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Huh? Who's here? A familiar figure bursts into the room. Objection! Oh,
Space, please.
Miss Ma'am! Clorinde! Wow, this is a Phoenix Wright moment. Objection! Is she gonna save us, or is she here? What are you here for?
Miss Clorinde. My door.
She slammed the door. Wait, she has Freminet! Hello, Morag.
Freminet!
Well, he's alive. What happened to him?
What's going on? What is Clorinde doing here?
She probably had a bounty hunt to do for Freminet. Work. So she's here to help him.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
Oh, she's like those anime nurses. Like, oh, you know, you'll be fine.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
Wait, what? What symptoms, huh? He's conked out, yeah, but...
A flushed face, an accelerated
Oh, he's
pulse.
sick. Oh,
He must have consumed primordial seawater.
oh, he's Fontainian. Oh, no. But when did he consume primordial seawater?
What did you say?
I just realized, y'all, is this fortress holding a giant tank of primordial seawater somewhere? Because in Act 3, we heard a whale, a celestial whale, if you will, was clearly calling out to Childe. So maybe this whale is being held in a giant vat of primordial seawater somewhere.
Make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet a more
That's
thorough
my
checkup.
line of thinking
Your
right now
Grace,
anyway.
I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
This man is probably the smartest guy. We actually don't know where the Gnosis is from Act 3. We have no idea. Not even Freminet probably knows. Oh, I wanted to talk to
That look
people.
on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again.
Lyney again. Oh my god. I think the most ridiculous part about this cutscene is just how adamant, or what's the right word? Apathetic Wriothesley is about everything.
How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Is that the seawater, or is that like the water that's out in Fontaine's oceans, or is that something else?
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes.
I knew it!
Distance into
I
the
knew
water.
it! It's a giant vat of primordial seawater.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Wait, are they talking about the door in the nurse's office? Is that how you actually get over there?
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
Well, maybe you should have been more
It would
transparent.
probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
So they all know each other really well. I guess that makes sense.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
You know, after all that drama, all he cares about is his damn tea.
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Oh, she swam down there to get him. Hello, Sigewinne? Oh my, it activated another cutscene. Whoopsie! I guess they dipped. Lyney looks disgusted. It seems he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch Freminet. Still, he didn't stop her since it's obvious that Freminet requires significant care. Yeah. And Mr. House. Don't call him Mr. House.
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
Well, clearly his condition isn't critical because he hasn't turned into poof yet. He hasn't poofed into a puddle.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
I'm telling y'all, there is a giant tub of the seawater just sitting around somewhere that's just leaking out.
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her.
You tranquilized?
If my calculations
Oh.
are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
So Lynette probably tried sneaking around. I'm trying to remember what happened when we saw in the nurse's office. Either Sigewinne tranquilized her immediately and made it look like Freminet got up. No, not Freminet, Lynette. It made it look like that Lynette got up, or Sigewinne caught Lynette poking around the nurse's room and just shot her. Lyney has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles in his face. It seems he trusts what Sigewinne just said. Either way, this little slug nurse has a second side to her that I wouldn't want to mess with at all.
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
He was so worried for his siblings, who I'm still not sure. Well, actually, no. Freminet actually might be human because clearly the water affected him badly. I still have my doubts about their sister, though. Could the whale in water be with the Gnosis? I mean, for plot convenience, I guess it would be fine for the Gnosis to be there. I don't know why it would be I don't know how Farina lost the Gnosis and it ended up all the way down there, but
Are you sure?
I guess
You don't look alright.
if we have to put the Gnosis somewhere, I guess it could go there.
That's probably
I
just the
guess.
residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
You're alright, girl.
Freminet?
I don't know about him, though.
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lyney and Lynette immediately come to lift Freminet up. Oh my god, he's gagging. Good morning. Oh my god, imagine waking up and seeing Sigewinne. Well, actually, no, he doesn't know that Sigewinne has a second side to her yet, does he? Oh,
His
he passed out
beginning to
again.
slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
Together.
On it. Traveler,
They have
seem
such a
pretty
sweet
worried about him.
relationship.
Want to
Like,
come with us?
they're not blood siblings technically, Freminet, but they're siblings in the sense that they grew up together. I should have rolled for Freminet, y'all. I did not get him.
The Duke and Clorinde are gone.
Yeah, they're having their freaking
They
tea.
probably went to get some tea.
Yep.
The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clorinde will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
They've said Freminet's name like 3 different ways by now. It's so funny. Yeah, you don't need blood for family. I was really confused when they showed off Freminet. I was like, wow, surprise, a 3rd sibling, but he doesn't really look like the other 2. Like, you can tell that Lyney and Lynette are siblings, but I can't really tell as well with Freminet, like they're related. I hope Freminet gets a hangout event or something, because I want to find out more. It probably says in his character story, right? Like, if you rolled for him, he probably has his character story that explains how they ended up getting so close with each other. Unfortunately, as we can see from my character archive, I did not get Freminet. I also lost my 50-50 on Lyney, but I don't really care because I'm probably just gonna roll for Wriothesley. I love how you can tell that I just don't roll for the women. Gosh, too many characters in this game. Wait, where am I going? Why did it... Even the game doesn't even know how to navigate me to places anymore. I should have gotten the Statue of the 7 so that I could see better. There's 74 characters. I remember when there were like 50, and that was like, I think, late Inazuma? I want to say. Oh my god, it's been so long. By the time we finish up Natlan, we'd reach 100 characters in this game. You know what I really think would be really cool? By the time we reach the final chapter with Conria or whatever it's called, whatever it is, I really, really want there to be 108 characters in the game. Because 108 is such a powerful number, you know. 108 units. Good morning. Actually, this time, are you actually awake?
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Why are they showing us from his point of view?
Lyney.
Is he okay?
Lynette.
Oh, I thought they were gonna show him all messed up
We're all
for
here.
a second. I just noticed his little lunchbox there has like it has the pattern that the Fontainian mechs have. It reminds me of the Fontainian mechs. Whatever they're called, the Guardians.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Freminet, and you are no longer in any danger.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler.
Hi, good
Paimon.
morning.
It's been so long.
It has been a while.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
Fontaine
We can
actually
talk about
might
it
be
after
in
you've recovered.
Fontaine might actually be in danger because if the seawater itself is getting tainted with primordial water, and And the fact that the sea levels keep rising up towards the city itself, y'all, I really see how this prophecy is going, and I don't like it at all.
No, listen to me. This is really serious.
All the Fontainians are gonna...
primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
All the Fontaine's gonna turn into a puddle, every single person.
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Hello? Okay, so this is when he jumped in. Hello? I beg your pardon?
I'm in.
Excuse me.
Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
So he was just walking. But when did he run into the primordial seawater? Oh, when he tried diving here?
Where could Master Childe be?
Master Childe, please, that freaking buffoon is not a master of anything. We're playing as Freminet. Y'all, I think Freminet is not, I don't think he's good. If I remember correctly, right? Is he Hydro? Oh no, he's Cryo. I'm pretty sure he's not that good. Oh, look at the penguin mech, that's so adorable. So I guess I'm just going down here. Oh, he has a cute little glider. Hello? Do we see anybody here?
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Childe probably tried kicking the thing and he broke it. Knowing him. Oh god, y'all, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the moving bridges in... Oh, I fell off the edge. It reminds me of the moving bridges in Star Rail. Like when you have to move around the abandoned streets of Belobog. That's what it reminds me of. God, if they make us do a puzzle where we have to like move around the doors like that, I'm gonna scream. Belobog exploration was not very fun. But luckily this looks a lot more linear than Belobog stuff.
It's getting stuck on something.
I feel really bad.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
I tried doing some Star Rail content on the channel, but I liked the beginning, but once it got over to Xianzhou Luofu, that part of the story in Star Rail, I really lost interest in it very quickly, and also it did not do nearly as well as my Genshin content. And I know my Genshin content, as you know, doesn't really do that well either, but like there was a very clear difference on engagement with Star Rail versus Genshin content. So that gave me even more reason to drop it. How do I open this door? Oh, I really wish I could play as other characters. Cannot turn in this direction. Where can I go then? This? Yes. I got to that point, actually. I did stream that point of the story, but no, it was before that part that I pretty much lost interest in the Star Rail story. I might come back, especially since Star Rail does a really good job preserving its story significant content. But for now, since I'm trying to tackle so much other stuff on the channel, I just am kind of whatever about it. Where do I go? Oh my god. You know, I just said that this was going to be a lot more simple than Belobog, and you know, this game proved me wrong. It really had to. It really did me like that. You know, if I had it my way, I would just pull up Venti and just glide over there. I made a TikTok about that, by the way, during the Sumeru Archon Quest. During the Sumeru Archon Quest, there was this part where you had to manipulate a bunch of stuff over to get over to the freaking boss room, right? And I freaking lost my mind. Where do I go? Bruh. Hello? I literally don't even... I can't. Do I need to... How do I adjust it? Again, can I adjust it from here? My brain is just not comprehending any of this. Can I rotate it from here? No? Then where do I rotate it? Because the only other rotating mechanism's over there. You know what? I'm gonna glide this. Oh. Yeah. Retry. We are from Murk over here. I'm doing well. I'm just frustrated at the moment because I'm trying to do this Archon quest. How do I rotate this thing? Because clearly that mechanism isn't gonna work. Can I do it like this? I wonder if I can just... I think I can glide from this way. Yeah, what if I do this? What? Bruh, why aren't any of these mechanisms working? If I had... I do have Scaramouche, and believe me, if I had him, we would just ignore this and just keep going. But I can't, because Freminet is just a Claymore user. Just resurrect me at this point, I don't care. Where do I go? I need a way to rotate this thing. It's not that. Am I just missing something? Bro, my brain is not reading this correctly at all. There has to be something dumb I'm missing. No, I can't turn it top. There's no way to turn it top because if I bring it up here, there's no way to turn this thing. Oh wait, I'm overthinking this. Bring this down. Book, hello, I'm stuck. I'm literally, my brain did not read any of this. Do this and then do this. I'm screaming. I almost missed the Bellabog stuff. Wait, is this even correct? Actually, this is correct. We're good. And then we'll bring it up, right? See, we did it. Ta-da! See, we can now get over there. I'm just saying. Thank you for the follow, even though my alert box is freaking broken. Anyway, since you decided to be freaking... Leia, let's not have that. Let's not have that, and you're just gonna go sit in the corner and think about what you've done, alright? Simple as that. Sorry, I'm getting absolutely blasted, and I just had to absolutely time somebody out. Anyway, moving on after I was so rudely interrupted. Can I just keep going now? Oh my gosh, Freminet's gonna die for fall damage if I don't be careful here. Yeah, I don't know how to dismiss all of those. But it doesn't really matter to me. Literally, it does not matter.
Master Childe probably dived into the water.
I've seen worse ways to dig under my skin in
I'll
Final
go
Fantasy
take a look
XIV
as
Party
well.
Finder. So, literally, it does not matter. Oh, I just froze the water. Whoops. I wonder if Twitch has a way to clear those out though. Because I don't know how to clear out the channel point redeems. P12S Phase 2 Progno Crystal players. Wait, what happened, Reality? Are you on Party Finder? Wait, do we have stamina? Oh no, we have the other thing. Oh my god, I just tried swimming regularly in here.
Vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Yeah, that's the struggle, is when you're solo modding, I can only go so fast when I'm just trying to play the game. At least I didn't get freaking hate rated. If I got hate rated, I would have just shut everything down right now. Oh, this is when he got... Oh, this is when he... Oh no, this is when it happened.
And it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
Oh my god, the way they animated his eye there.
No good. I have to get back.
No,
I still
Freminet.
don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Freminet. Oh no, he did not make it. Actually, he made it to a certain extent because Clorinde was able to get him. Y'all, he's purple.
I can't die here.
Don't. He almost died though.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater.
Oh, by the way, this is the same voice actor as Rindo from Neo the World Ends With You. He did a really good job. Oh, that's Clorinde. That must be right when she found him. That's how he survived. Well, he got out okay.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Childe could have gone, but there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
I think Clorinde was fine because Freminet managed to get farther away from the water. And also, I don't think Clorinde... I think Clorinde is also just... It's a combination of her being, you know, freaking strong and, knowing... She probably knew that... She probably could feel that the water was... She said herself that the water was primordial and that if she stood there any longer, she wouldn't have been fine.
Miss Clorinde brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clorinde, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Freminet doesn't seem as strong as Clorinde.
Miss Lynette is right.
He probably would
Clorinde will
would
stay here
not
as
make it
guest
in a
for
duel
another
against
few
her.
days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
I think I should be the one who goes to talk to him.
Yeah, it's about
I have
time he actually told us what's
plenty
going on.
negotiation
Wanna come with us,
material
Lyney?
with Wriothesley. Don't you worry about that.
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lyney.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right
Y'all,
now. I still can't bring myself to leave.
We might. No,
Both
no,
of you
no,
are
no.
just in danger.
I was gonna say, what if I do a C6 stream for Wriothesley? But no, I don't think I don't think I could ever C6 a Genshin character ever. Like a 5-star. I mean, I could never ever C6 a 5-star.
Understood.
Ever.
Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case,
We do not want any story spoilers. None. Book, you have a good evening.
as long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
But yeah, we do not talk about story spoilers, and also we finished a section. We don't talk about anything that isn't in the game yet. If you get what I'm saying.
I'm so sorry, Lyney.
I'm also really sorry, Lyney. I
Oh.
should have been more careful.
I mean, none of us knew that this cute little slug nurse was actually gonna be, you know, have a secret side to her. She's like, haha, I'm gonna tranquilize you.
Don't say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful.
Reminds me of a certain Danganronpa character, actually, but actually, no.
Maybe I would have already found Master Childe.
She's a lot more tame than Danganronpa.
No, how can you say that?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission. So the responsibility falls on all of us.
I don't think anybody
Isn't that
anticipated...
right?
I don't think anybody anticipated that Wriothesley was just gonna be casually knowing about everything around here. But Neuvillette was right. He was right. Wriothesley knew everything down to a T.
It's on all of us.
Lyney, we understand that you're worried about
Sorry, y'all.
us,
I'm moving the
but
camera.
we're
I'm
worried
letting go of the
about you as
controller.
well. Please don't blame yourself. We want you to keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
I have this really awful habit where if I'm given the ability, I'll just move around the camera way too many times in cutscenes. My favorite Lynette line is actually from not even in the game. It's from her drip marketing where I think it's Freminet who says that Freminet says something really weird about Lynette. Let me go find the Genshin Instagram. Genshin Instagram. I know it's on there. It's under her drip marketing post. Where is she? Lynette. No, that's not it. We need the other one. I'm really determined to look for it now, y'all. Oh, I found it. Entering standby mode is whether people are trying to attract her attention or simply curious, she shuts them out with bizarre responses like entering standby mode and I need to space out. So yeah. Lynette is really weird. And I still think that she is somehow a robot. Somehow. Like, I'm very convinced at this point that she has to be some robot cat girl. My theories about Freminet being a robot are very proven wrong because clearly the primordial water affected him. But, you know, it's still there for Lynette, so... Look at these two. Hello.
I take it Mr. Freminet's condition has stabilized?
Of course! I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sigewinne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clorinde. How are you feeling?
She's fine.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
What do you mean explain yourself? He has nothing to explain.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
I just realized, why did we come down here again? Oh, I think we're here to ask him about why Clorinde is here.
But where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lyney's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
So y'all, my dumb self didn't know what the Knave meant. I thought that they were trying to do a weird spelling of the naive, and I was like, how is Arlecchino naive? No, I just don't know my words.
Even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
So why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Childe's disappearance. Lyney suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
So you knew he found helpers?
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
Oh, what does the Knave mean? So the Knave actually means someone dishonest. It also means like Jack, like the Jack of... Do you know cards? It's the J card, like the Joker, the Jack. Basically, it just means a big liar, which Arlecchino is very much a liar. Like, even Childe says it in his voice line about her, that there is another side to her that we really do not want to see.
I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lyney's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Freminet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Yeah, but what about the ratio of primordial seawater all over Fontaine? That's my concern, and it's probably how the whole region is gonna end up losing all of its people.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Lyney's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
So in Japanese, child is the way they call child means like young prince. So that's the name that naming convention they were actually trying to go for. I'm pretty sure with the way they named child. Obviously, in English, having him walk around and call himself prince is not like doesn't feel as natural, if that makes sense, right? So they just went with child instead. And Arlecchino is definitely a joker.
But you're also a former criminal?
Yeah, you ended up in jail too. You were one of the first here, weren't you? Or like,
why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Huh. That is kind of funny, the way to think about it. Your sentence is that you're the one in charge of this dump. You're stuck as the Cerberus here forever.
Oh, right. I wanted to ask, who invited Clorinde down
In
here?
yesterday's stream, I actually noticed there are some minor comparisons to the Greek underworld down here, which I think is really cool. Like, we crossed the river Styx down here, and we met the freaking Cerberus of the underworld himself here.
Of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Clorinde could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
So you just...
Saving Freminet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving.
I want
Had
all
conditions
the...
not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
I definitely would want all the dog boys to meet one day. Razor, Sino, and Wriothesley. I'm gonna make a party one day. When they add another dog boy into the game, everyone keep watch. I'm gonna have Sino, Wriothesley, and Razor, and another dog boy in the party. I think they both, Sino and Wriothesley, have completely different views. Well, slightly different views of justice. It would be really interesting to see these two together, though. But I don't know if we're ever gonna see them together. I'm genuinely wondering how they're gonna cross over some Sumeru characters into Fontaine. We'll see.
That's not something you should be asking.
Oh, I guess there is Goro, isn't there?
Neuvillette only asked you to
I could probably make a
investigate
dog boy
Childe's
party now, then, could I?
All I need
Well, no,
to
not
prove to
now. I
you
would have to wait
is that the
until
Forbidden Zone had
Wriothesley's
nothing to do with
banner's
the
out.
Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Freminet.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case.
What is in that infirmary?
Do you really want to know
What
the
is
answer
the
that
secret
badly?
of this place?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Just tell us,
Follow
dude.
me.
Oh, is he gonna open the door? He's gonna open the door. Wait, I can follow him, y'all. Oh, I thought there was gonna be a chance to walk with him. I was gonna say, I'm gonna Jeep hose with Wriothesley if he was here. He's, dang it. Oh, is this his secret entrance?
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
This is probably connected to the door in the infirmary.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
I guarantee you 20 gil that this is connected right with the same door in the nurse's office.
Stand on the central plate.
Is this an elevator?
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Wow! Once everyone is taking their positions on the circular plate, it begins to move slowly downwards.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
That is...
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total.
What?
Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
3 isolation gates. Are you saying... could the nurse's office be one of the others?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, not yet. I would like to keep going, but then you basically got the idea.
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Yeah.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
He's so different from when we ate food from Act 3. Like, it's just crazy to me. How different he is now. Like, I just feel like we didn't see much of the real Wriothesley in Act 3 at all, and this is Wriothesley right here.
So there's a switch on the side.
I'm excited for his story quest, actually. Well, you know, obviously, of course, I was gonna be excited for his story quest.
Stand back.
Wait, oh, I'm so dumb.
They all just went up one by one.
He's saying that this place is guarded by 3 whole doors.
Go on, have a look.
Follow Wriothesley and explore ahead. What is back here? The room is really empty with nothing. There is a device smacked up in the middle
I've been
of the
interested
room,
in
though.
what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place.
What
But
is
over the
that
past
thing?
year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it.
Not
I happen
get
to
using
have some free
fancy
time when I
English
noticed
words
it, so I
infinitesimally. In
Any
case
guesses
anybody
what the
doesn't
reading
know.
could be tracking?
In case anybody doesn't know what infinitesimally means, it means by a minuscule teeny tiny amount. But no, Genshin gotta use the most complicated words that you can think of. Anyway, this is talking about the water pressure.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
Is it primordial seawater concentration?
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all.
So, is it primordial seawater?
Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Freminet displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater?
It's seawater.
We're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes.
Where is it coming from, though?
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
So somebody decided to build this fortress right above the primordial sea? Who thought this was a bright idea? There's probably some world quest they added this patch that explains who thought this was a bright idea to build this right on top of the primordial sea.
The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
So is the true purpose of this fortress to hold back the primordial sea?
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be
Oh wait, no,
built
we're
right
gonna...
above the
Okay,
sluice
okay.
gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Are we actually gonna talk about who built this place in the MSQ? I was expecting us to brush over that part.
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled.
Egeria is the name of the
like a
previous
wolf pack,
Hydra
chasing away the
Archon.
banished.
Egeria and
Criminals received no
Farina.
sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
Her secret was the primordial water? Why was it a secret?
So, leaning on the power of the Hydro
What's-
Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the
Scions and
fortress as
sinners.
prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, Few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent.
So, how are we gonna stop all this
Now and again,
primordial water?
researchers manage to break one law or another and
You
live out
know,
their days in the fortress.
it's all cool that we're
I
getting
learned all this
lore,
from an
but
elderly
how are we
historian.
gonna fix this?
Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will
Just
be
throw a
dissolved
plug
into
in
the
it.
sea.
We need to destroy whatever's making this primordial water. Something's out there making
To
it.
be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second.
Just
and
put a
actually
cork
witnessing
in
in
it.
real time,
No, I don't think
the
it's gonna be
third.
that simple.
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
Oh, I'm ready for whatever you show me, Wriothesley.
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
I knew it! These two are in cahoots with not only the nurse, but also Wriothesley.
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
They were all in cahoots.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
I want pumpkin pie
Alright
ice
then,
cream.
If Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high.
Oh, isn't
Everyone
there a
knew he was
world
bit
quest
crooked in the
about
head,
this?
But you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
I think I heard that there's supposed to be a world quest about how that whole institute ended up in the sky. This patch. I don't know if I want to do it on stream though. We'll see.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
No.
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
He's being sarcastic.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Yeah, I really enjoyed doing the Melusine world quest on stream, and I also did the Anne of the Narzitzenkreuz stream. I did that quest too on stream, but I heard the world quests this patch are a lot longer, so I don't know if I really want to do them.
Ooh, are they together?
So was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
They are definitely a couple.
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Wriothesley has so many scars, by the way.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress
looking
can
at
do
the
anything.
I'm looking at the scars.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
What are we looking at now? What is this?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What is this? Amaranth! No, I'm joking. What is this?
What a huge ship?
It looks like it's still being worked on.
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
I remember there was a world quest I did involving that awful guy, whatever his name was. I don't even remember his name because I hated him so much. I need to go find his name. I think his name was Seymour? I'm pretty sure his name was Seymour. Y'all, I'm trying so hard to find this quest because I'm trying to make a point here. But during that quest with... No, his name was Virgil. It was that Virgil guy. I remember during that quest we talked about some boat. Yeah. Wasn't there another boat? I think we talked about it during the Virgil quest that ended up underwater.
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee.
What?
Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
So is this how Fontaine formed?
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
What is he
Were you
doing?
inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Are you gonna make an arc?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
So you're gonna make an arc. Yeah, bye Lily. I think he's gonna make an arc to save everybody.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now.
So you're gonna
I'll
make a
need another 3
giant
cups of
boat
tea to soothe
to
my
save
throat.
everyone in the
Do
city.
you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
I guess?
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was the most disappointing aquarium date ever.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
They'll be fine. In other words, if I want to tell Lyney the truth, I must make him understand that we can't afford excessive conflict right now.
We'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
I guess. Oh, we finished another section of the quest. Calamitous Tread is the next quest. Just as everything seems to have returned to normal, an unknown catastrophe arrives suddenly like a thief in the night. Uh-oh.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Wriothesley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Was that Clorinde?
Must have been Wriothesley and Sigewinne.
No, Wriothesley and Sigewinne.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
Lynette's cattail is so silly here.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
So, Lyney, you're better?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sigewinne is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Freminet affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Lyney.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why?
Because we were getting too close
I
to the
spent quite a
truth.
long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Childe for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Iudex Neuvillette. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Childe's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the Infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You know, I did say that Wriothesley has a really big brain, but Lyney too.
You're super smart.
Very, very good at deducing.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Clorinde to help him out.
The con
That can't be
man.
the full extent of what he's doing.
Yeah,
There's
I guess
probably a
Lyney
secret
has to
passageway
know the
behind
tricks.
block
He
in
has to know the
Infirmary,
tricks
and
very
there's
well.
something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Sure. After some deliberation, you share the information you just learned with Lyney and company. While sharing what you saw, you emphasize how this is not the time for disputes.
I can't believe it.
Y'all are gonna die!
Will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
With
If you remember,
Arlecchino.
I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
Sure you are, Lyney. Sure you are.
The 2 of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Well, as long as Arlecchino isn't there, I think it'll be okay.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the 3 of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Lyney when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
I guess we can work together again if it's necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Nah.
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
I feel like I should try to become someone more capable of helping.
Oh, Freminet, you
You're
did your
incredibly helpful.
best.
Lyney thinks so too.
I'm glad that they don't
You two are
dislike
always
him.
telling me not to push myself, but aren't you
I
just
was
like
worried that
as well?
these 2 were gonna like secretly dislike him somehow. But no, they have a really good dynamic. I think there's gonna be a point where Lyney, the siblings are gonna have to choose between Arlecchino and us. And that might be the breaking point right there. I really think that's gonna be it. I think that's going to be the breaking point. Oh my god, I could have just walked down here. I'm pretty sure, especially in next patch, we're gonna have to choose between Arlecchino. I mean, they're gonna have to choose between Arlecchino and us.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served.
Welcome to Tower Industries, near Automata.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Girl, you better not be giving me food.
Are you
Don't you do it.
Miss Sigewinne?
Don't you do it.
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Clorinde's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
I hope it's. Oh no, is she gonna eat the? She's gonna eat freaking slug food.
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
I'll have the. Oh no, I'm gonna go with biggest portion.
Don't forget Paimon.
I'm worried.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Oh wait, you made better food this time? Okay. Oh no, it tastes bad. Oh no. Wait. What? I thought it said that it tasted bad. What?
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all.
I thought it just said that it tasted horrible.
Delicious.
Wait. Oh, so yeah, the shake was bad.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the
She
moment.
can read muscles?
Sigewinne, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Wriothesley's office? When you said that you were protecting Lyney and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children,
Oh,
especially
the
that
little
diver
diver boy.
I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorinde is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorinde left, to make sure that Lyney wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother.
Oh, so that's why he sealed off the door. I guess that makes sense.
Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorinde had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Lyney as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
Well, I guess they had okay intentions.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. I really wish Monsieur Neuvillette would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
I think he would hate it here. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside of his
Get a
office.
good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Okay, now I know that there's a teleporter this way. Y'all, I'm learning how to get back to the dormitories faster. Be proud of me. And then we can just go back here. Let's see. That's so convenient that there is a teleporter right next to the dormitories. I feel so dumb about not knowing about this teleporter.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yes. I'm very sleepy because it's 11 p.m. Paimon. Not the snoring.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
For free. Good night.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What happened?
Why is everyone running?
Oh no, did the pipes burst?
Something must have happened. Stop asking!
I think the pipes burst.
Who's yelling?
The pipes definitely burst. We have to leave. Hello?
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, what? What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
What? What happened?
Thank goodness!
Quisto and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now.
Oh
His
no.
Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
The pipes
Laveroon was
burst.
saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Stop arguing and get out of here.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
To evacuate outwards.
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below. The gate is at the bottom.
Can't be that thing.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to see.
You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Be careful.
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
The pipes definitely must have burst. Our foes rage like great waters. Wow! Oh my god, what happened? Oh, there's a cutscene. Clorinde and Wriothesley.
They're here.
Hi.
Just like I said.
Oh my god.
You're just in time.
It's about to
But
burst!
Be ready to run.
He's gonna try to freeze it. Dude, you're risking yourself. How long is that gonna hold? That was really cool. Yeah, it's time to get out of here.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Oh god! Ew!
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Oh no.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Oh, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna zap the water? I know this is supposed to be a very serious scene, but just Clorinde being here trying to do something is very funny to me. What is she gonna do?
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Oh, he probably sensed that something was wrong.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the Knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
We don't got a gnosis to give to her, so I guess I'm gonna go.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Neuvillette, meanwhile, you need to figure out how to help us. How to help Fontaine. Okay, so we're finally gonna confront Arlecchino. Finally. We've seen her already in game, but this is our first time actually confronting her as the Traveler.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The Knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Are you two the Traveler and Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions.
Oh, they're so adorable. I like the Melusine so
Though I'm
much.
sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Oh, I'm ready to post up with Arlecchino all the time. Don't you worry about that. We're about to make it very violent. There she is. I'm sweating.
So you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
I have a feeling you know who I am very well, girl.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
I wonder if Arlecchino actually sees that Farina's putting up an act. It's really obvious. It's really, really obvious.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui
Number 4.
harbingers.
Wait, number 4. Head of the House of the Hearth and the Lyney siblings' father. She certainly doesn't seem easy to deal with.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently
That is a
agreed to get
really
together
big
for tea when
teacup.
we had the time.
That is a really, really big
See
teacup.
This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
I sure hope that isn't poisoned. The Knave is a force to be reckoned with, and I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
I guess it's pretty good.
That's good to hear. So what Childe said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Childe talked about me? Well, let him know that I'm about to smack him upside the head next time we run into him. Childe should have no reason to say anything like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Girl, you don't give a rat's ass about that ginger twink.
Since we're talking about him,
I don't buy it
feel
for
like
a
I should add
second.
something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah. Totally. She's very nervous. What kind of bad blood do these two have?
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Childe was subdued by Iudex Neuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person.
I have...
I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
I managed to find a few leads.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Childe disappeared.
Yeah, a very, very long time.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Childe is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
Am I gonna
Where
fight
did he
her
go
in a
after leaving the
trial?
fortress?
Well...
He went straight into a vat of primordial seawater.
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
There's no evidence that he's dead.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
I don't like that the Fatui are very aware of Childe's family.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
Is she faking letters for him?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how
The
it's
way she
worded.
delivered that line doesn't sit well with me. Is she putting two and two together as well?
The water in the teacup is shaking.
Huh?
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Freminet.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
What has happened between these two?
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Another cutscene. They've been trying to hold
My
that
thanks
door.
to you both. I will take it from here.
What are you gonna do?
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Sounds just about right. What is he gonna do? Neuvillette! Is he waterbending?
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient
He's
power
pushing
could
it
easily
back.
obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Oh my gosh. He put a seal on it.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
The sentence on humanity itself. He's saving humanity.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
For now, I don't know how long that seal's gonna
Indeed.
hold.
But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Clorinde thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
I thought so too.
Obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I'm not sure. Neuvillette is literally has to be the Hydro Dragon. The very being of water himself.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
It's really interesting. Not once has she talked about the Gnosis. She's just here to really protect Fontaine.
But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
She's so different now. She changed to serious mode here.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
What has she been doing?
Will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Farina's not acting like her usual self. She's seriously refuting the Knave.
Just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
What is she doing?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
You know how to evacuate the people?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
I don't know about that part.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
What? What is indemnitium?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina.
Arlecchino has a pyrovision, by the way.
I first caught wind of this when Lyney tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium.
What is indemnitium?
But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side.
She sure is.
Very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Granted, Aether's only obligation here was to physically protect Farina from a fight. That was our only obligation here. Oh, I guess we as a traveler don't even know what Neuvillette was up to.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
We were looking for your colleague.
You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
The Knave proceeds to change the topic and bring up a number of significant, less significant matters.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and
I still think it's so weird that we changed the conversation like that.
Well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Childe before I must be on my way.
Okay.
Paimon's coming too!
I'm genuinely terrified about what's about to happen.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
She's still trying to put up that front. But yeah, I guess indemnitium is that energy that the Oratrice is gathering. That is a good point. Follow the Knave. We're locked to playing Aether in this segment of the story. I'm so scared. Yeah, it's definitely to fuel. No, not the Fortuna. The Indemnitium. No, it's definitely not to fuel the boat under. No. There's no way that this is to fuel the boat under the jail. I doubt it. I hope it isn't that way anyway. Oh, I'm so scared of the Knave.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Childe was just an excuse.
I knew it. She doesn't give a rat's ass about Childe. So what do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. Was there anything else?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Lyney.
You mean Wriothesley? He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Lyney's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
Maybe it's good that he doesn't rely on you. Just maybe.
You can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
I think she needs to get her act together. That's what I think.
Outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
I don't like that it's zooming in on her eye.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Childe was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
Y'all, look at her in disguise outfit. That's Arlecchino in disguise. Bruh, that is an amazing... She needs to have this as a skin.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious.
I really want this as a skin.
It is usually just bait. But...
The cat is so scared.
After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook,
but why did she stop?
To be sacrificed.
Why did she stop for Furina? The cat's running away.
Just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon.
Where is it?
In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
She's cursed.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
She really is a wimp.
The fear in her pupils is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
Oh my god.
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her, I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Quickening Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Childe has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Quickening Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Freminet and Quickening
She's so smart.
The initiative
Well, like,
belongs
big
to the
brain.
House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lyney and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering. You should know the rest. Lyney's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Farina, she's so scared of Arlecchino now.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Quickening Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Quickening Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
Then who's the real one?
Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
You know, as long as we're not fighting each other, I think I'm okay with that.
You don't need to commit to anything right
guess.
now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
I hope it's good work, and not me handing you over the
certainly returned
gnosis.
Quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
What happened?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
We recount the rehappenings of the tea party at Neuvillette.
So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
We have questions.
Permission granted.
Do you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
Just what are they hiding?
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Freminet and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the fortress?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of
Another?
events.
What does he mean by another? Does he mean the Archon War?
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Because he's sad. Neuvillette is sad, so everything's raining. It is said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will pour rain.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what?
There are sovereign dragons for each of the elements. We met the Dendro one, and he's the Hydro.
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neuvillette, are you listening?
Wait, she's here?
My apologies.
I thought Arlecchino already left.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret.
I'm pretty
for
sure
me.
Arlecchino is already gone.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
So, because I read the lore, the first usurper took a bunch of power from the dragons and handed them over to humanity. Informed humanity is basically what you need to know.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Bruh.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome
Neuvillette
to
has a
discuss them with me
story
at a later time.
quest, by the way.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Y'all, this quest is still going. Bruh. Okay. Why is this quest still going? I thought we were gonna be done. So what happened?
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
Wriothesley is in phase 2, but we will be. I'm so excited for Neuvillette's story quest.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I think this part with talking to everybody in the prison is unnecessary. I just mean the randos. I think we're about to talk with Wriothesley, though. Where is he? What? I thought it was in here. What? Oh, it's the boat.
Jurier? Miss Siege.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
I thought Niv cleared the
That's
tier,
no excuse
reality.
Huh? It's you two.
Jurier, Lurvine, we're back!
I thought
Hello
Niv's
there.
been on phase
It's been
2 for
quite
like
the
a
mess
week
here
now.
recently. How have you been?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Not at all. Gosh. Okay. Please, I just want to be done with Act 4 already. I get it, this is supposed to be like a way to calm down after all this content we just got.
Sigewinne!
No, Niv's been on phase 2 for a long time now.
Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did Neuvillette know that he was needed here?
Well, Monsieur Neuvillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Wolsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Thank you,
I'd love
nurse.
to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
So I have a feeling that Sigewinne is gonna get a story quest. Where's Wriothesley? I don't know how to get over there. Oh, is this Lyney and Lynette? It's our dorm room. Who's here? Hello? Oh no, this is Lyney and Lynette. And Freminet.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Freminet.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorinde in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the Knave.
A Knave?
Father? Did she say anything to you?
Yeah, she scared us.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a teeny tiny bit surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Hopefully... So then, are we gonna fight her, or like we did with Tartaglia, and then she's gonna become a playable character?
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh,
I don't know if I
just
should trust
remembered
her,
that
though.
She thought Lyney was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it,
We're
yeah.
not gonna kill her. She has a vision.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
Well, actually, didn't Senor have a vision? I don't even remember.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
No, Senor never had a vision, so no, Arlecchino's in the clear. She has a vision.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Of course, of course.
We should start preparing that tea party.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm all for it.
I'll help you set it up.
Where is Wriothesley? Where is he? I'm about to give him a piece of my... mind. Yeah, mind. Do-do-do-do. We're almost done, gamers. I can feel it. We're almost done. We're almost free. I can feel it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
Very
We
strange.
wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorinde has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorinde received lipstick instead.
Those
Not
aren't even
lipstick.
remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
For
You've already
me?
wrapped up your work at the fortress.
You
so
shouldn't
you can return to the
have.
surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Is there anything else you need from me before No? No? No.
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork, so don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
It is time for me to look at Wriothesley fan art after this quest because now Twitter can't spoil me. Get me out of here. I am running. I am pretty sure this is the final thing. We're gonna be done. We're gonna finish. Not the Wriothesley. Stop. Almost to the end.
We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Is there anything else you want to say?
How did you know? Hey, that's not true! Alright. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Amazing.
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends.
Paimon.
There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're best friends forever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts.
Give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today.
Paimon's not the ultimate bad. I think she's gonna save us all, like the Avatar.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Oh, Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
Very scary.
We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night. Look at them sleeping. Oh wait, are we gonna dream about Childe? We're gonna dream about Childe. Where is he? I want to sleep too. Why can't I sleep? A whale! Childe is trapped with a freaking whale. And that's how you're gonna end Act 4? Bruh. I hate it here. So we're gonna end Act 4 with Childe being trapped in a vat of water with the whale. He honks you. Bruh. Anyway, Act 4 was way better than Act 3. I am very happy with how it went. And I am very excited for Act 5. But we're not going to get it for 6 weeks. Anyway, the plan is we're going to cover Neuvillette's story quest tomorrow. It's really short, so it'll be really quick. And then we're going to cover the Leeway event. And then we will do Wriothesley's story quest and maybe, just maybe, do some world quests. Maybe. I'll think about that one. But that is the plan for Genshin. Anyway,